live, you ain't win. You ain't live, you ain't win. Yeah, they do again.
When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
Welcome, guys, to another episode of TNF, Trolls and Feeders.
Trolls and Feeders, boys.
Yeah, I'm DrewKaiju.
I am TBakes. We're here to talk about League of Legends. Low elo. Are you hard stuck silver like me? Let's talk about it. So I thought we could just talk kind of generally about preseason. Your thoughts, feelings, how it's going, what you've been doing.
Well, Thomas, my preseason has been going great. It's amazing. I've been learning a lot, trying to pick up, fine-tune some assassins, as well as Cassiopeia, which after watching one video, I've been able to solo carry like 3 games.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's just since I played, watching the one video. Turns out, Ignite isn't as great as TP on Cassiopeia, as well as I thought it was just me at first, but it's like, I'd played her before, like here and there, get the idea of the champion, whatever. But like when I was actually talking to you, and I was like, yeah, so I feel like I have a really bad laning phase, but then my team fighting is amazing. And even if I don't feed in the lane, you know what I mean? Like these trolls and feeders. But anyway, I digress. So with that being said, I found out that Cassiopeia actually has one of the weakest early games in the whole game out of all the champions. So I was like, wow, okay. So, but then the late game is where it's at.
I like preseason because I like how it kind of takes the edge off of ranked a little bit. People still get a little bit annoyed and rage, but for the most part, you can tell that people are kind of having a bit more fun, having a little bit more looseness in the way that they're playing. And sometimes it results in fun or funny moments. But I mean, sometimes it can be frustrating when you can tell that they're not comfortable on a champion or something. But yeah, I mean, I like preseason. I like having kind of a reset. And the thing about this preseason is that I feel like overall the strategy of the game is the same. Like the overall goals are pretty much the same as far as like fighting around dragons, getting dragon soul, and that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. Because they didn't change, like in many preseasons in the past, they would change the whole jungle, or they would change the major objective, the major neutral objectives. They would add turret plates and these types of things that like force the whole strategy of the game to kind of change. But this preseason, it's mostly about the items. So the overall strategies are the same. It's just that your individual expression of how you want to play your champion or how you want to play, whether you value utility or damage or laning phase versus team fighting, that's the only thing that's really different. Mm-hmm. So I kind of like it. I've been playing more top lane because it was probably my least played role, and I'm trying to learn a little bit more while ranked doesn't matter as much. And then I also, towards the end of last season, I played some Malphite, and I really like his play style. I think that it fits me pretty well, and tanks are pretty strong right now. And plus the new items, I just thought that Malphite would have like a lot of different versatile options. Mm-hmm. And so that's been fun. I've been playing Malphite, I've been playing Ornn, and Ornn is pretty strong as well. Basically the 2 champs that have really hard AoE knockups and slows and damage built into their kit.
Yeah.
While being tanky. So that's been fun. I mean, I've mostly been building just the Sunfire cape. I forget what it's called. Aegis of
Sunfire Aegis.
Sunfire Aegis, yeah. But I have built some of the Turbo Chem Tank or whatever. The movement speed one. Nice. Flamas.
Turbos.
I have been building, like, one of my recent games I built AP. So I built the Morel and Almacon and the...
How'd you feel about the AP versus, the tank Malphite?
You can definitely tell the difference. Like, when you go in and people don't follow you, you're pretty dead. But you can also burst a squishy pretty easily. And the thing is like, as long as you're winning lane, you can build AP. If you fall behind, it's probably not the best idea. You should probably just stick to tank because the utility is going to be better. But, I mean, I mostly build tank because that's my play style. I tend not to snowball my laning phase when I play these tanks. And I value more, saving my teleport to join for dragon fights or to flank. That sort of thing. Or to defend. Senna's little root thing that she throws out, I forget if it's her W or her E. I think it's her W. The hitbox on that thing, I absolutely despise it. It looks like this tiny little point, but if it, like, barely taps you, you get rooted. And
sounds like really a Morgana Q, doesn't it?
It's worse than Morgana Q because Morgana Q has width. Like on the screen, it's like, it's got some width to it. Senna is like a tiny little dot. It looks like it's moving in a line, and if it like curves around minions and stuff. I don't know how it hits me so much, but anyway. Yeah, my biggest frustration is with Malphite, it's an all-in commitment. There's no turning back. There's no canceling your ult once you're in the air. So, and oftentimes, like I said, I'm losing lane to a certain degree. Like, I'm not getting as much farm. I'm probably losing some plates. And oftentimes, I'm choosing to, like, group with my team versus pressure in a 1v1. So if I walk all the way down from top lane to go to Dragon Pit, while the enemy top laner stays in top, if my team does not...
You mean TP, right? Not walk.
TP or walk. Like, sometimes I will literally just... Like, maybe I'll recall, and instead of walking back to top, I'll walk to the dragon. Because it's worth it if my team can get the dragon and we get a couple kills, like, versus their one top laner getting a couple of turret plates or whatever. So when the tank, in my case, me, commits to this play, if the whole team doesn't commit to it, it becomes worthless really quick and actually, like, very harmful, because not only do we lose the dragon, we lose the fight, I die, I lost total pressure top, I lost turret plates. Like, it's a complete loss. Versus if we commit, and let's say we get the dragon, we get 3 kills, and then we have pressure in 2 out of 3 lanes, that's like a huge payoff. So with Malphite, I find that those first 2 dragons, they matter a lot in my game. Like, if I go to commit to the dragon play, and my team, like, the one play that I remember recently was that the enemy had control of the river and the dragon pit. We didn't have very good vision, and 3 or 4 members of my team were coming around, wrapping around the left side, like towards mid lane, and the enemy was like pressuring from that little pixel brush, and so I wrapped around the right side towards bottom lane as Malphite with my ult and all my abilities up. And I knew that they were hitting the dragon. And I don't remember exactly the team comps, but essentially they had 4 members in and around the pit. I had 4 members on the mid lane side of the pit, and I was wrapping around to flank from behind.
Mhm.
I go in, my team doesn't do anything. I die. They take dragon. It's the complete situation that I'm telling you where not only do we outnumber them, but Malphite Ultimate can stop someone from smiting dragon.
Yeah.
He is like almost guaranteed to land on targets who have no mobility, but he's not going to kill the whole team by himself. Like, my team needed to commit with me. And yeah, I run into that quite a bit in low elo, where my team is so afraid of like the worst case scenario if they commit versus the best case scenario if they commit.
Mhm.
When the tank, like, essentially the way this team fights play out is both teams have to play around the Malphite ult. Like, if I hit 3 of their squishy targets who have no dash, they should be dead.
Yeah.
If my team attacks them. But more often than not, they'll have like one fed member who's like hiding in that bush in the river, and that's enough to like dissuade my team from trying to go for the dragon.
Mhm.
So another one is jungle ganks. Like, when you're playing a tank in top lane, the jungle gank is pretty and it depends on the summoner spells too. Like, I was playing one recently where the enemy had an ignite and I did not. I forget who it was. I think it was Darius, or I can't remember who I was playing into, but the jungler came in, tried to gank. We both had somewhat low health, but the enemy top laner had ignite and he ended up killing both of us. It was like total backfire. Yeah.
Okay. Got the hype music in. There's a Morgana mid I was facing. She's trying to escape me. Saw her on the map. Went that way. I had to flash to get in range.
Nice. And you dodged the Q.
And I dodged the Q. Yep. That was a beast. Okay. Next one. Let's see. Clips. What is this one? S plus only.
S plus only, boys.
This one must be good. Okay, Aurelia. Got my 5 stacks. Waiting it out. Overstep, dude.
Nice.
I don't know if
Dead.
that's like S plus though. Like, I don't.
Yeah,
I might have been delusional at that point.
A plus.
I don't think that's the one.
Let's look at the.
Oh, this is a viewer 1v1. Do you want to see that?
Yeah. Viewer 1v1 Yasuo. That's good. That's good.
I know wave control much better and stuff.
I got you.
So I'm a little kid, so don't worry.
That's alright. He's like a kid.
Let's go. I'm actually.
Oh, the wind wall.
Champion.
Oh,
That was
too late. Too late.
That's okay. Let's go one more.
Alright, we got one more.
Nice.
Alright, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you check out all the links in our description. Thomas, what can they find in the description?
So in the description, I've put both of our op.ggs, so you can look at our match history and know that we are legit silver players.
Yeah.
With a lot of games.
But next season, I'm going to be diamond, so not for long.
Yeah, we're trying to climb next year, but I just like people to know we're real. These are real matches. You can find that. You can find our Discord. We have it completely public. You can join if you want to. We're literally talking in the Discord now. If you ever want to join the show, if you ever have some questions or you want to join in the conversation, you can join our Discord.
We're on Reddit
we
too.
We have a subreddit that I built out that if you want to post questions, comments, eventually we're hoping that you can post clips of your trolls, feeders, AFKers, rage quitters, smurfs, you name it. Clips, screenshots, all that stuff. As well as our Twitter handles. I'm pretty active on Twitter. So you can check us out there, follow us, or tweet questions and whatnot at us if you have any ideas of what we can do on the show. Also, YouTube.
When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.